Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Daily Shooter, and today we're going to be posting this video on both channels, the main channel and Daily's 2A News. If you haven't subscribed to Daily's 2A News, I'm going to put a link in the description box. That is Second Amendment news from across the country. Now, today we're going to be talking about Freedom Week 2.0, or Freedom Week version 2, whatever you want to call it, which is essentially Miller v. Becerra. That's the case about the California assault weapons ban. Firearms Policy has filed for an injunction. The motion to hear that injunction has been moved, and it's been moved yet again. So let's talk about it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about not only the new date that Judge Benitez is going to be hearing this motion, but we're also going to be talking about what you might need to prepare if this actually goes through, because you don't want to be caught empty-handed. I mean, if you remember the first Freedom Week, we only had 1 week to get magazines, and if you missed that window, you were out of luck because essentially the law was reinstated. So when the law was reinstated, you couldn't go out and buy magazines anymore. That was the end of that. So you don't want to be caught empty-handed if this thing actually goes through. You don't want to jump online and start looking for stuff that you might need, because I guarantee you everything is going to be sold out just like it was with the magazines. Essentially, California emptied the entire country of magazines. So that's something to consider. We're going to talk about both topics. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the new date that Judge Benitez is supposed to be hearing this motion. Now, originally it was January 29th, and then it got moved to February 6th, which is today, and now it's been moved out yet again to March 19th at 10 a.m. in courtroom 5A. Now, I'm not 100% sure why this happened, but I have a pretty good idea. There was a reply brief to the defendant's opposition filed on January 30th. He was supposed to hear everything on February 6th, but he's also a member of the Ninth Circuit Court, and he has a lot of other things going on. So I'm assuming that he just needs more time to prepare for this, and having just simply less than a week or a week to prepare after that last brief, I just don't think that he has the time. That's, again, my personal opinion and complete speculation, but that's kind of how I feel about this. I think that he's going to take some more time to go over the case and read the briefs and so forth to prepare himself better for the March 19th date. So that's our newest date, March 19th at 10 a.m. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about what you might need to be prepared if this injunction actually goes through, because essentially this injunction would overturn California's AWB. But keep in mind, just like with Freedom Week, it's guaranteed that California is going to come in and they're going to try and stay this motion. That's why we only had a week when it came to the magazines, because the stay was upheld and the law just ended up going back into place. So try and keep in mind that we have a very short window, potential for a short window. We also have potential for a long window. Nobody knows exactly how long it would last if the injunction goes through. So you want to make sure that you're prepared for whatever short amount of time that you have. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a page on my website. The link to my website will be down below, thedailyshooter.com. Click on the drop-down menu that says Freedom Week. That will take you to a page that has everything listed that you might need to be prepared for Freedom Week. Because think about the AWB in California. What's banned? It's not a semi-automatic, it's features. That's what's banned. So in order to turn something from a California compliant version to a standard version that everybody else in the rest of the country can have, it's simply a matter of having features, grips, stocks, vertical grips, and things like that. It is those essentials that you need. So if you have a featureless rifle right now, it's got a standard magazine release, it's got a fixed stock, but it has some type of fin grip, shark fin grip, or whatever you have on it, no vertical foregrips or anything like that, what do you need to change it? Well, all you need to do is simply find a way to unlock that stock, maybe get a stock that's adjustable versus one that's fixed, get rid of the fin grip, and get a regular grip. If you can make those changes before the stay goes in place, I assume, and again, nobody knows for sure, but I assume Benitez will allow those to be grandfathered in. So if you can get away with spending 20 bucks, 40 bucks, or even maybe 60 bucks on these, few essentials for a few different guns or something like that, then you might be able to get away pretty cheaply before the stay actually comes in. And we don't even know if he's going to stay. For instance, California comes in and says that they want to stay on this motion, and Benitez says, nope, you're not getting your stay, the injunction stands, then Freedom Week 2.0 could last until the case is over. So again, it could be a short window, it could be a big window, but we're not exactly sure. So I'm going to go ahead and put a list of all the stuff that I've thought of that you could have to be prepared for Freedom Week before it actually happens. So while I understand that this is an extra length of time, it's also kind of like a blessing in disguise, because it allows people to save up a little bit of money to be able to acquire things that they might need if the injunction goes through. So it gives us a little bit more time to be prepared. So again, check out my website down below. check out the list. And, you know, again, I'm going to try and see if I can find stuff that's the most affordable option out there. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If there's any more updates, I will do my best to try and let you guys know as soon as possible. So thank you all very much again for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day.